Today we are looking at Fred Couples, an older PGA Tour veteran, now playing on the Champions Tour. He's 64 years old, still very supple and very, I would say, loose, flexible. So let's take a look. At address, he's pretty non-committal, I like to say. He's got a little bit of knee flex. Arms are definitely wider apart. He does have a real strong left-hand grip and right-hand grip. And let's see what happens on the way back. As Fred takes the club back, it's more of a one-piece takeaway. All upper body, which is good to create coil. Once he gets up to the top, you can see he's got his left arm straight, his right arm folding, but he starts to break his left arm a little bit. And what you can see is his left arm is kind of at two different angles at the top of the swing, or as he's getting to the top. He still doesn't make it all the way to the top at this point. So he continues back, and at this point right here is where he has the top of his backswing reached. Now, what you want to see is his right hip has turned back, his left hip has turned so that the left knee is pointing at the ball. But watch how his hip motion moves forward on the downswing. He gets to the top, and then he's just going. And he gets to the point where he slides, then turns, and gets to the end of his turn right about here. What you'll notice is his hip motion has stopped, and the legs have stopped. And the only thing that is moving is the arms and the hands and shoulders. Okay? This is old school. Old school. Look at how far apart his arms are. So I'm not saying that he's very accurate right now. I'm saying he could be a little bit more accurate. But as he goes through the hitting area, those arms continue to separate. Then the hands then fire. And as you can see, the arms, the force of the arms and the hands are now pulling the rest of the hips and body to the top of the finish. Old school, hit against the firm left side, and then just allow the body to come to a complete and upright finish. There you have it. Freddie Couples. Now we have Freddie Couples from the rear view. And the first thing you notice is that he does have more of a straight back, but it's more of an upright back, as well as his legs from hip to knee and from knee to ankle. It's more like he's just standing there and not very committed to the shot. Also has his hands and arms extended a little bit away from the body. Not so bad, but just a little bit. So as he starts his backswing, what we will find is that the first thing is as his shoulders are slightly starting to turn, it's more a hands and arms rotation. Notice how the arms are still well separated. The further he gets to the top of his backswing, the further the arms are separated. He does have a good hip turn on the way back. It's pretty stationary. Left hip is coming around nicely as well. But this gap from arm to arm is a little concerning because it will be very inconsistent, especially you put a little bit of pressure on it. So, top of his backswing. In order to get that far, he did bend his left arm slightly as he initiates the downswing with his hips and his legs. We do see that the right elbow is staying outside of the midsection area. His foot has come off the ground. The right foot has come off the ground already. That's a good sign of the hips leading the action. As he continues to come down, good shallowing of the club. Hips continue to turn till he gets slowly right at the closer to the ball. The hands flip over. As you can see, they give a little flip over. And the hips have stopped moving well back. Right about here, they stop. And now, with the flip of the hands, he gets all the power over to the club, and the club will then continue around and pull him around to his finish. He's one of the top players of his era, but it does go to show that many golfers, PGA Tour players, do not adhere to the arms being close together on the backswing or on the downswing or on the finish. The other thing that we noticed too is that the hips continue to turn until they get to a point in the downswing in the impact area where they stop, give up control. The arms and hands have to fire, thereby putting control back to the club as far as the finish goes. There you have it.